Happy Palestine! Trump is Hitler on one time! What do you want your legacy to be? Let's go.
So that is Donald Trump and JD Vance and Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth and other people who are just following orders that went out for dinner in DC. And they got that reception, which they're very mad about. And I don't understand it. I mean, what's better than dinner and live music? You're being serenaded there by Code Pink. Stop whining about it. And by the way, Code Pink did a good job in setting it up and doing the chant. Although I would say I liked most of the chant. But like, if the point is to insult the guy, don't compare him to someone that he's admired his entire life. That seems to undercut your message there. Bring up a historic figure that he has a problem with, Code Pink. But anyway, Medea Benjamin put up this tweet about that disruption by Code Pink, saying Code Pink activists disrupted their cabinet minister's dinner. They feast while Gaza starves. Trump is the Hitler of our time. Free DC, free Palestine. Stop terrorizing communities all over the world. And so a lot of people enjoy this because screw every one of those losers. I don't want them to ever be able to eat a dinner that does not have them being heckled and is not 50% spit by volume. That's how every one of their dinners should be from now on. Everywhere they go, they should be treated this exact same way. But MAGA's not happy. Representative Anna Paulina Luna took a break from helping to cover up the Epstein scandal to tweet this, saying, did someone leak the president's location? Was this Code Pink? How are they allowed that close to him? Someone needs to look into the Secret Service that leaked his location. Well, see, here's my theory, Representative Anna Paulina Luna. So I think what happened was they had a mole, and the mole was an abstract concept of being able to look at the White House, see like 10 black SUVs leave, follow it a block or two to the restaurant, and oh, what do you know? That's where they're having dinner. I don't think you need Deep Throat to figure out where they're dining when a bunch of Escalades cruise down the street to a restaurant. So anyway, a lot of other people are complaining, and they hate the free assembly. They hate the free speech. They think that, I guess, when billionaires go to dinner, the peasants shouldn't be allowed for blocks around, I suppose. Sharon, what do you think?
I'm in tears. I want you to play it again, will you? Listen, first of all, yes, he should be honored. It wasn't just serenading him. It was an original song. But the reason I was in tears is because I was trying to think in the history of our country, even Tricky Dick, like, can you imagine this guy is being called Hitler, okay? And in the cutaways, it was just quick, even Hegseth, who has his own piggish allegations against him, some we know are just true, looked slightly embarrassed, okay? Look, if we don't like you and we want to sing about it, that's America. It's beautiful. I love it, okay? Hitler. As a news anchor, people used to say nice things sometimes, but I got some of the worst filth emails and voicemails. I finally said, don't send me any more voicemails, okay? I never once had someone say this kind of vile nonsense. So, hey, you're number one.
Yeah, and by the way, look, I think we should have a high threshold for like constantly interrupting people, but like, it's Trump, man. I have no sympathy left to give. I'm sorry, Donald Trump. I wasted it on the children of Gaza, I suppose. But you are not only walking human filth, you not only like willingly hampered the federal response to COVID that likely killed hundreds of thousands of people or whatever. You think I give a damn if they bother you while you're eating dinner? That's just the ground floor of what I think should happen to you when you go in public. But as I said, MAGA's mad. Laura Loomer wrote a novella about how it's unacceptable. There was no Secret Service in sight. Yes, there was, you dumb idiot. Jesus, yeah. No, Trump just went to the restaurant by himself. He's such a tough guy. They had like 50 guards, I'm sure. What didn't happen, thankfully, was that the Secret Service didn't immediately gun down Code Pink. Oh my God, they let peaceful protesters say a thing. Look at the free speech radical here in Laura Loomer. And so she says they're lucky those rabid Muslim terror sympathizers didn't murder POTUS. Yeah, you know Code Pink constantly murdering people. That's what Code Pink does. And so Laura Loomer is admittedly a little bit confused because Code Pink are peace activists, okay? You know peace, Laura, the thing that you claim to care about when supporting Donald Trump, but now he's changed into the Department of War and he's launching wars all over America and standing by as Israel attacks yet another country in the region. Remember that peace thing that you like postured as if you cared about? Yeah, they didn't actually do anything. They didn't shoot anyone. They didn't stab anyone. They used their voice. Again, a thing that you pretend to be in support of until it becomes inconvenient. So sure, I grant you, Code Pink was being very politically incorrect here. You're supposed to bow down to the Fuhrer, okay? Don't challenge him in public. And you want them to be canceled. I don't think you'll succeed in that. What I am worried about, Sharon, though, is she's calling for people at Secret Service to be fired for this. And because we live in such a topsy-turvy world, I expect that is actually going to happen. I think the head of the Social Security might be sacrificed on this thing. What do you think?
I think there's absolutely a chance it's going to happen if Laura Loomer really doubles down and makes a trip to the White House. But might I say, this is just stunningly ridiculous. I mean, Code Pink is at other protests where they chanted about his favorite thing, vaginas. Okay, that's part of their history as well. So just listen, kick the Secret Service. What did they do? They sang a beautiful song.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah. But anyway, and I just want to read one more tweet. This is from John Collins, a response to this saying, it's finally safe to walk the streets with your Secret Service detail. Because the point, if you missed it, the point of this dinner was finally DC's been cleaned up and we could go to dinner with our armed guards. You little bitch, people were going to dinner the whole time, right? Like yesterday and last week and before you invaded, that people went to restaurants before. God damn, are they little cowards? If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.